The radical departure and the Christian response. Lawless, bloody, ruthless. If it feels good, do it. No absolute authority. Warlords who are killing starving families. I'm glad that America has intervened. Those little starving children. The Great Depression. Muslim crazes in the Middle East. I've always been a strong patriot. I've always loved my country. World War II, Manchuria, the China, Baghdad, that monster, Saddam Hussein, Cold War, Korean War, and the Vietnam War. 1962, nobody ever thought that could happen in the U.S. Godless organizations, it did happen. January of 1980, 79, a helpless dilemma, and George Bush, death, Desert Storm, the first really electronic war that started and ended within days. Tyrant, 1993, the homosexual extremists and the radicals, the most unbelievable things in these United States of America. Obey the powers that be, write these things down. The extremists and the radicals, number one, moral perversion. First time in our history, homosexuality as an acceptable lifestyle. Secondly, this removal of the ban against homosexuals, this is ridiculous. To be forced to share shower rooms and restrooms. You know, I want to be the first preacher to recommend that you watch and listen to Rush Limbaugh. It's not a happy thought. Very tragic, isn't it? Think about this. You ought to think hard and long about this. Do you, Mr. and Mrs. America, want your daughters exposed to this horror? Now that ought to give all of us deep, deep concern. And the thing you can expect a new chairman for the National Endowment for the Arts. A crucifix with Christ on it was submerged in human urine. Blaspheming, sacrilegious kind of arts. Get ready for a new wave of obscene and sacrilegious paintings, sculptures, and photographs to be funded by this agency. Spiritual grassroots upheaval in America, I believe that can happen. I believe we can do that. But we can't do it sitting back passively saying, well, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Hang everybody's feelings. We dare God to judge us. We are flying into the face of God and saying, we'll do our own thing. You know how I got Maisel as my wife? When I first met Maisel, she was engaged to my best friend. I mentioned Rush Limbaugh a little while ago. Why don't you send some money to him? Not just because it's tax deductible. Well, grandmother's buried in the backyard. She'd leave if she could. We need your help.